So we are going to do this problem today, and our first step is turning all of these fractions into improper. So let's see, we're gonna turn 1 1/2 to an improper by multiplying 1 times the denominator, so 2, plus the numerator, which is 1. So our numerator is going to be 3, and our denominator is going to stay the same, so we're going to put a 2. And we are now going to put parentheses around it, and a negative, and an exponent. And then we are going to put a minus sign, and we are going to do the mixed number multiplied by the denominator, which is 4, plus the numerator, which is 1. So that would be 5. We keep the denominator, so it would be 2. Now we're going to put the divider line, and we're going to look at this. So we're going to do this multiplied by the denominator, which is 5, plus the numerator, which is 4. So that equals 9. We're going to keep the denominator, which is 5, and put that under here. Next, and it's negative, so we gotta keep the negative sign. Next, so this negative is carried to the next step of the problem because the fraction was actually in a parentheses, therefore making this not accessible by the fraction itself. So we're going to keep that negative there. Our next step is doing the divider line. Actually, that's a little too close. Let's erase that. We're going to do the divider line right here. And then we are going to multiply this by itself. So we're going to do 3 over 2 multiplied by 3 over 2, which gets us 9 over 4. Okay, so we're going to put 9 over 4 over here. So we can get rid of that exponent because we already did it, but we still have to keep the negative. Minus, so see how this is a different denominator than this? We are actually going to make them the same so they are easier to add. So we're gonna do 5 over, so we're gonna do 5 over 2 over, well, multiplied by 2, and that would get us 10, because that's 10, and over 4. So we're going to put 10 over 4, and we have to keep this sign because that is what goes with the fraction. And then we are just going to put, we're going to keep this 9 over 5. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we have to keep the negative. Now what we're going to do is same signs add because they are the same signs. So we're going to add. So 9 plus 10 equals 19. We keep the denominator, so 19 over 4. And the divider line is actually a division sign. So we are going to do negative 19 over 4 divided by 9 over 5. So we need to do the reciprocal to get the correct question. So we're going to flip these to get, sorry, that was a negative. So we're going to flip them to get negative 19 over 4 multiplied by negative 5 over 9. So we're going to multiply these. 5 times 19 is 50 plus 45, 95. 95 over 36. So now we have to reduce and make it a mixed number. So 36 goes into 95. This actually could be complete, but if you wanted to turn it into a mixed number, 36, you would have to do the denominator. The denominator would have to go into the numerator 2 times. So we're going to multiply 36 times 2, which is 72, minus 95, which would get you 23. And then this would be your numerator. And since we could do 2 times, so we're going to put 2, and then 23, and we're going to keep the denominator, so 36. So 2 and 23, 36 is your mixed number. 95 over 36 is your improper.